through the Strengthening Agribusiness Ethics, Quality Standards and ICT Usage in Uganda's Value Chain program. Under the auspice of AGRI-QUEST Uganda, the researchers from Makerere University Business School sought to ascertain how decision-making procedures in international food and agriculture policy and practices can be implemented by agriculture players at the bottom of the pyramid. Financed by the Netherlands Organization for Scientific Research and implemented by Vrije University, Netherlands, the researchers also sought to facilitate value chain players to design in-house quality control mechanisms and codes of conduct and train them to abide by them. In the course of the research, the team looked at helping farmers understand farm produce ethical selling and buying conditions and standards set by the big buyers. Dr. David Katamba, the lead researcher in this project, explains.
AGRI-QUEST stands for Strengthening Agribusiness Ethics, Quality Standards, and ICT Usage in Uganda's Value Chain. It is interesting to share with you why we picked interest to venture into this research project. It came to my personal experience some time back when I picked rice to eat rice in a given restaurant. Surprisingly, I found white stones in the rice. And it came to my mind that, oh, why are they white? Why are they not black? Or why are they not red stones? Yet I very much know that where rice is grown, in Uganda and elsewhere in the world, there must be, of course, stones or soil. But why in particular did the rice I eat have white stones? It came to my mind that it's much likely that someone deliberately added these white stones in the rice. Well, I never stopped there. I kept thinking about it. Then one day, as I was driving back home, I bought some Irish potatoes on the way back to my home. I ordered for 2 tins, which is roughly 25 kilograms. And the person actually served me generously. He even added a heap on the top, thinking that he was actually doing it genuinely to please me. On reaching home, of course, I told my children that, pick some food which is in the boat. They picked the Irish potatoes. And in after just 2 days, they told me, Dad, potato is finished. I said, oh, this can't be. I bought 2 tins, hoping that it would take us for a full week. Then it's again stuck into my mind. Are we eating too much at home? Definitely no, it wasn't. So I took the initiative to go back and buy from the same woman on assumption that she sold to me generously. However, I had a double thought to cross-examine this generosity. I realized this time I never sat at my steering. I decided to go into the boat as we were pouring. I said, don't pour that one. Let me pour it by myself. She said, no. I said, no, leave. Let me do it. When I poured in the boat, I found that half of the tin had thatched grass. It had grass, meaning it is only half of the tin which I bought, yet I paid for full tin. And this topped hill was the topped heap was basically to entice me to buy more. It was at this point that I found that I bought 1 tin of Irish potatoes instead of the 2 tins I paid for previously. So the conclusion I got from here was that, it seems there's a lot of unethical businesses going around the world, going around in Uganda. And henceforth, something needs to be done to see how can we strengthen the codes of business? How can we strengthen the ethical practices these people do? So little did I know that the same process happened elsewhere. As I was sharing the experience with my colleagues, they said, oh God, look here, even us at home, we bought milk, but because we have no lactometers, we have no way to prove the concentration. Here we are, at home the milk is no longer concentrated. So it essentially means people deliberately add milk. So the conclusion I got from all these experiences came to sum up in my mind as developing an idea to help these people to move away from the unethical practices. Because literally, they think they are making a profit, but it is not sustainable. They will lose business. For example, I can no longer go to buy from that very lady. I can no longer go to buy rice from that very restaurant because I don't know where the stones found their way into the rice, either at the gardening level, at the packing, at the cooking, etc. So in summary, we designed this project and we presented to the Netherlands government through their agency called the Netherlands Organization for Scientific Research, which is NWTO WOTRO. We competed. It was a global competition because we packaged our idea so that we go and seek for funds to further establish why do people behave the way they behave, and two, how can we have a better business climate in Uganda and also globally, but with particular emphasis on 5 value chains, that is rice, potato, dairy, cassava, and the oilseed. So this is basically where this whole project found its ignition. In implementing this project, we are trying to address the fundamental question of how can we have a better business climate in Uganda. We believe it's not an easy thing to do, but we shall start the journey so that we can foster a positive and gradual change in our business practices. There's a lot of cheating going out there. People sign contracts with the bottom of the pyramid players, bottom of the pyramid farmers, micro traders, but there's a lot of cheating going out there. For me, I experienced it, but I had time to further investigate. But there are people who will never investigate. The main hurting issue is that the bigger players also, who actually know what should be done, they have not taken a move to put things right. For example, in implementing AGRI-QUEST, we came across one other interesting challenge. There's a giant in Uganda there's a giant company who buys tea from micro farmers, from outgrowers, and it claims to be offering a better price. For example, while its competitors give 900 shillings per kilo of tea leaves. Of course, these are wet tea leaves. At times, they're fresh actually. For him, he comes and says, I'm giving you 1,200 shillings per kilogram. Literally, it means while the others are offering half a euro or half a dollar, for him, he's offering a full dollar per kilogram. When I took a close time to find out how come this gentleman is offering a better price, which is actually 300 shillings more than the competitors, I literally found that he was actually buying far lesser than even the 900 shillings. What he had done was to tamper with the weighing scale. And because these farmers, these outgrowers, these bottom of the pyramid customers, they don't have weighing scales to measure the weight of tea leaves, it is him to provide the weighing scale. So essentially, he's buying from them 800 grams and he's offering them 1,200. So when you transpose this to a kilogram, literally, he's buying even far way less than what the other people who properly buy the one full kilogram at 900. So in summary, you can see a lot of unethical practices going along everywhere in agriculture. So AGRI-QUEST comes to begin a step-by-step gradual process of how we can have a mindset change. We henceforth want to, by doing this project, we'd like to establish alternative ways of how we can encourage players in agribusiness, players in agriculture. How can we encourage them to engage in a dialogue of how to introduce ethical agricultural standards? We also want to develop and disseminate resources which can help to inform the agribusiness players ways of respecting quality standards and ethical practices all through the value chains. We believe that when we do this, we shall have fostered them to change. So in doing this project, we are doing a variety of activities. One, we are developing materials. You can see with me, we have developed a lot of handy materials, both in English, in local languages. For example, before me, this is the Rusoga. You can see enkola ey'obuvunanyizibwa to mean the responsible way of doing business, and we're trying actually to be gender responsive. All the diagrams we do show that both women and men must participate in changing the business community, changing the business practices. So we happen to make sure that we take through these people, the players, both traders, grain dealers, micro farmers, warehouse dealers, big players, etc., and even extension workers, agriculture extension workers, district agriculture officers, every UNBS. We're taking through these people through how they can voluntarily check their behavior to see where are they improving. Where are they improving? Why should they improve? It is interesting that AGRI-QUEST is an applied research project, so we try to see that whatever is found out in the field, we attempt to find solutions to it. Where we can't afford to find the solutions, we refer to our sister organizations like IFDC, SNEV, TIDE. We have the Semonga Center, which is also our partner. It also offers some good information to and the assistance projects. We have NARO and others. In implementing this project, we have managed to achieve a few things, and also we have managed to gather some results.